retrieving grades in Moodle. Now this is going to be challenging, but let's give it a shot here. So we're going to log in. Click on your Moodle on your toolbar, log in. Alright, let's just say we're Advisor 1. Alright, so let's just say you want to retrieve grades for, well, you're working through your list of students, and it's going to be a little different because you aren't going to be getting your grades in the mail, so you don't know when to retrieve the grades. So let's just say it's the end of the semester and you're just going to go through your list of students. So you need to know at least one course that that student is involved in. So let's say we're working with our student Jane Eyre, and we know that she is enrolled in Art in Focus. So I'm going to just locate that Art in Focus course, which is under electives. Alright, then I'm going to close up my navigation here. So I don't need to see that. I'm going to click on grades. Alright, and here's my student Jane Eyre. I'm not going to click on her name. I'm going to click on the little grade book here. Alright, now Art in Focus is almost all of the tests are essay questions, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. So this grade is obviously not very good because we need to go in and grade the essay questions. So what I want to show you here is, first of all, that you can see all of her grades by selecting a overview report here. And then selecting a user. Now you can start first by choosing your advisor group, and that Jane Eyre's not in this advisor's group, so I'm going to just choose all participants. If you don't see the student you're looking for, then that's what you're going to do. You're just going to want to check all and see if you find them in the main list. Hold on one second. Okay, so now here we see a list of all of Jane Eyre's grades, and any of them, if we wanted to go in and see more detail, we could just simply click on the title of the course. So we can see that she submitted her PE log, and she submitted a course approval, and if I wanted to see more detail on that, I would just click on the course name and then locate the student, and here you can see I have the PDF of what was submitted, so I could just open that up and see what it is, see the course name for the course approval or the PE log. Alright, so that's just kind of a quick and easy. I'm just going back here, so I'm getting back to my I want to go back to my grader report for Art in Focus. Okay, so I can, now actually I've moved. Now I'm here in my record keeping course. If I want to get back to Art in Focus, I could just do my overview report again. Choose my user. See all of my courses that she's enrolled in. Let's say I want to go back to Art in Focus and grade that now. Okay, so now I can click on the title of the quiz, and I see all of these items that require grading. The best thing for me to do here is, rather than do one question at a time, you can see here I could just go and do one question at a time. If this is a quiz that has only one or two essay answers, click on anything that says required grading. In this case, this one was not actually answered. She didn't. This was a dummy deal, so I didn't actually put in an answer. But I can make a comment or override the grade. Okay, I can type a comment if she didn't put in the right answer, or I can put the grade in here, and it's out of 1, so I wouldn't want to give her more than that. Okay, so I can grade each one, or cancel out of that box. I can review the entire attempt. Okay, and then I can go through each one. make a comment. Here's her answer, and then here's the feedback response so that I can see if that was appropriate, and then I can go in and grade each attempt. This one, just give a point if I think that was appropriate or not. Okay, then that's marked as graded, and then I can go on to the next question. So this is how you would grade these essay questions. Most quizzes don't have essay questions. I'm working on a list for you so that you know exactly which ones do. Art in Focus, Paradigm English 4, some of the Apologia are the ones that are coming to mind that definitely do have them. And then there are just a few scattered here and there. So I'm working on that list for you. The other thing is, so before I go on to the other thing, let's go back to, remember this is your breadcrumb trail so you can figure out where you are. You can go back to, this actually is taking me right back into the quiz because I was grading a quiz. I can go back to grades. Alright, so once everything is graded and you see the student's grade here, then you can just take this grade and take it to the transcript once everything's graded. You can look at her overview report, look at the student's overview report, make sure that everything's graded, and then just take that final grade directly to the transcript. These grades are kind of messed up just because they're this is a sample student where the quiz wasn't completed most of the time, and that's why you're not seeing the whole grade there. If you want to review it, you want to make sure that everything was submitted, like in this case. You want to make sure all the tests were completed before we give any credit, so we would need to see a grade here on every single test. That's definitely something we're going to have to do. Also, now this is my also. On your home page, just click My Home. You'll notice you have this marking block. This is can kind of keep you up to date. If you want to work on grading as things are submitted, this is going to show you what needs to be graded. So if you click on that, it's basically click on every plus sign. Click on that, click on every plus sign until you see a student name, and then you click on the student name and it will bring up the item that needs to be graded. The downfall here is that you're not going to see the feedback. So, you know, this student submitted it blank, and so they're going to get a 0. So you can either have the answer key next to you, or if you want to go through do it this way. Once it's graded, then it'll disappear off this list. Or you can go directly into the course or through the grade book and review the whole attempt, and that way you'll see the feedback. You can close this all back up. Successful Living actually has just one end of course essay, so you can get pretty familiar with that because you can see the prompt there and just see if they submitted something appropriate. So you just click on every plus sign until you see students' names, and you see that 3 students have submitted that end of course essay, and then you would just click on it to bring up their response. You can see the prompt, you can see their response. So you can give them some feedback on their writing, read the essay, give them some feedback, and then put in their final score and save it. And then it'll disappear off this list. So this is called the marking block. If you don't see it, you can add it simply by clicking Customize this page. And then down here under Add a Block, click Add, and since it's already here you won't see it, but you'll see it up here towards the top called Ajax Marking Block. And you would just add it to your home page here, and then it will pull everything. Hopefully eventually it's going to pull everything just for your group. That's not working right now. I'm hoping to, when I upgrade to the next version of Moodle, that it'll work. All right, so that in a nutshell is retrieving grades. I would read through the documentation to get more details.